All right, let's try this again. Third time's a charm. Um, I just wanted to make this video to review the whole past week or so of Speedweeks. We're back to racing, thank God. Tomorrow's the Daytona 500. Finally, I've been looking forward to this since literally Homestead. So, and I was also excited to see the new Camaros on track, and so far they look good, fast, and mean. So, let's start with qualifying. Qualifying was first. Well, they had practice before that, but um, Daytona 500 qualifying, single run, top 12 make it, then goes the next round to run for the pole. All four Hendrick cars and Gibbs cars made it into the round two of qualifying. But the 88 car with no avail got the pole 46 seconds flat. Well, 46.002 seconds. Beat it. Danny Hamlin for the pole. Thank you. Chevy Power, fourth straight pole for Hendrick in the 500, and seven the last. They've had the pole for the 500 the last 7 of 11 races. I'm not 500 races. I'm not mistaken. Which is impressive. So, where was I getting at? Oh yeah. So the rest of the field had to qualify for the rest of the field on Thursday night. But let me back up. I keep fast forwarding to the duels. The clash happened where you have to be past pole winners from last year, past pole 500 winners, Daytona 500 pole winners, and past clash winners. Ford, without any shocker, dominated that whole race, won the race. Brad won his first race of Speedweeks ever. So, but he's become the current master at restrictor plates since Junior retired. But we need to watch out for Stenhouse because he's been pretty good at restrictor plates lately. But there's a few things in that race that really irked me. One was where Stenhouse was forced down by Busch below the double yellow line on the inside. And everyone's like, no, he went just below the yellow line before Busch ever pushed him. I'm like, if you look at the video, Stenhouse was above the double yellow line right here next to Busch, and Busch comes, see him turn all the way down, force him out. And that by rule should be penalized on Busch, not Stenhouse, because he didn't do that on purpose. And yes, he advanced position, but that was not his fault. So NASCAR screwed up on that call. Favorites, the Busch brother and JGR in general, all Toyotas get favored in this damn sport lately, so it's not shocker there. But the last lap, there was a wreck. We were going for this one race, clash race, without Jimmy wrecking out of the clash. I was like, yes, he's gonna finish. We're gonna actually just finish a clash race in 6-7 years. And for the 7th year straight, someone wrecks him out of the race on the last lap. Thank you, Larson. At least he admitted for doing that. So, took out a whole mess of cars. Johnson, Larson himself, Kane, Elliott, and just pretty much half the field in 6 cars. I would say just 6 cars finished the race without damage on their car. And like I said, Kozlowski won that. Ford was 1, 2, 3, 4. and then Austin Dillon was the only Chevy in the top 5. Now we move on to the duels. I almost had a brain fart. First duel consisted of like 3 of the 400 cars. One lone Toyota was Suarez, and some Fords. Luck didn't go. It wasn't been on Johnson's side this past Speed Weeks. Like, he qualified pretty well. Like, during actual qualifying, all 100 cars were like in the top 10 on Sunday for the actual qualifying. But luck has just not been on his side. He wrecked out in the duels with a left rear tire going down. Took out a few good cars. Now he's on his like third car of the week. Then Byron got spun around, got some damage because air was taken off his car from Stenhouse trying to pass him, and it was just air was like the enemy that night. It took out a lot of good cars, and now they have to be in backup. Like 8 cars have to be backup for the 500. But first dual race, again, Penske was up front for literally majority of the time. It went to single file yet again. I hate single file racing at Daytona because it gets so annoying and boring. But later on, before the race ended, Keselowski basically wrecked himself. And so he has to go to a backup. And Bubba Wallace, to my surprise, finished third. But before that, he pushed Blaney to the lead, his buddy to the lead. But Logano came and took second. And Bubba finished third in that 43, which I like seeing that car being competitive. And so Blaney won the first duel, so he'll start third tomorrow. And so the second duel had majority Toyotas and some Fords, and one like major Chevy was Hendrick, number 9 car, Chase Elliott. So I was like, well, he's screwed because no one's going to help him. But he held his own. He made some bold moves yet again. Like last year, he did a side draft of a Keselowski to take the lead, and this year he did pretty much almost the same thing to Hamlin to take the lead, and he led 33 laps from lap 27 to the end. So he won the second duel, and he did, what's funny, he did a slide job in front of Hamlin in the clash and the duels, so I found that hilarious. So this second straight duel win for Chase. He won last year. He'll start 4th next to Blaney, his buddy. So moving on to the truck race, which, in my opinion, it was kind of a snooze fest. Yes, there was like some cautions and whatnot, but not much action happened. A lot of good trucks got tore up. The finish wasn't that exciting. Johnny Sauter, the 21 Chevy truck, won the race to start up the season for GMS Racing. And today's Xfinity race is what I really wanted to get to. Holy crap. Oh, man. They'll have a lot to say about that. So we had a crap load of Cup drivers in the field, and people again bitch about that, excuse me, with no avail, saying they shouldn't be in the race and whatnot. My God, get over it, please. But anyway, Cup drivers took stage 1, stage 2. Larson, then Chase took second, stage 2. Elliott Sadler and Chase got penalized for locking bumpers when Chase was the one up in front of him, up in front of Sadler, where Sadler was locking bumpers on him. But why? The rule is you don't lock bumpers, but you can't advance your position if you are locking bumpers. And he didn't. He was right behind Chase. And what was Chase supposed to do? Why did he get penalized? Like, seriously, he got black flagged for that shit and had to go down pit road, and then a caution came out and saved his ass and put him back on, like, the lead lap or something. I don't know. They were back in contention. Let's just say that. And then later on, Chase had to go back. Well, there was a wreck, big, huge wreck that happened that somehow Chase survived with a bold-ass save where he, like, was spun through the, like, sideways through the grass, but only had, like, damage to the left rear of his car. So he was still in it. But then near the end, they black flagged him again for his right passenger side window not being there. Like, how was that? What? You black flagged him for that? I've never even heard of that rule. And first off, where did that window go? But if you saw the 88 crew guy, he was running his ass off. He's like, give that guy a raise. He ran back and forth to get that window for Chase to get him back on and compete. And he stayed on the lead lap, so it was good. Then this race was just never ending. It was like wreck after wreck after wreck. As soon as we try to get to the start-finish line to finish, it's like, okay, gotta do another go overtime. 5 overtime restarts. 5. Like, what the hell? People kept wrecking each other, spinning each other out. It was just ridiculous. But the end was worth the wait. Like, it was worth it. Both the two junior motorsports cars got wrecked out. So it's just Chase, Sadler, and Reddick. But Reddick and Sadler were up in the front. Chase was near the back. Thanks, NASCAR. And that was like the closest, literally the best finish I've ever seen in an Xfinity race. It was like a repeat of 2016 when Chase won the race, but this was closer. It was like so close that it was like looked like they were tied. There was a photo finish for both junior motorsports cars. So they finished 1-2 with the rookie in a 9 car. Remember that phrase from like Chase and Byron and now Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick won by like this much, like 1,000th of a second. Like it was like 0.001. It was crazy. Like, but junior motorsport starts off with a bang, with a win. That's all I care about. Chevy has taken over the win so far. Hopefully we can get a Hendrick Motorsports Chevy win, get the weekend sweep, and hopefully Chase can get into victory lane with the number 9 car and get his first win. Keep the trend going. It's time for a Chevy win at the restrictor plate because it's been all Fords. So I will do a review on the 500 after tomorrow if I have time. And I'll see you guys later.